You think about great players of the old Xavs. I think there are some great amateur players and there are just some outstanding footballers.
Probably Peter Curtin.
Richard Green was an absolute superstar.
Michael Blood.
Simon Wood, his work rate was phenomenal.
His name was the first person I thought of, was Richard Cooksley.
I think the one clear standout for me was Dan Noonan.
Nick Byrne and Stephen Perry.
Johnny Bowen.
John Noonan.
Tim Clark. Matthew Burke.
Michael Holmes.
Simon Lethlean.
Burke and Jones and Richardson.
David Sapapo.
Tim Ockleshaw.
Tim Ockleshaw.
Tim Ockleshaw.
John Noonan, of course, 5-time best and fairest winner.
Audrey Rhodes.
Josh Aegis.
Got to mention Ben Perry. Dylan, Curtin, Bowen and Blood were all very, very good players.
Andrew Wilson, he was a superstar. Matt Hanbury.
Simon Wood.
Andy Biddlecombe.
Michael Blood.
And it's really hard, but is Tim Ockleshaw.
Tim Ockleshaw.
Tim Ockleshaw.
Tim Ockleshaw.
It's a question that I've been asked many times and I try to avoid.
John Bowen on a wing and Andrew Dillon and Dave Lange and Michael Blood.
Definitely Whowere. James Lowe, who were just sensational twos players and leaders.
Peter Curtin was a great player.
I think Chachi. First pick for me in my time at the club is Matt Hanley.
Nick Serafini. Tim Clark.
Andrew Leoncelli.
Matt Ball.
Mitch McKenzie.
Mickey Mulcahy.
Tony Capes.
Best player of the modern era. Tim Ockleshaw.
Ockleshaw was brilliant. John Noonan was a great player and a great captain.
Simon Wood.
Caden Beetham was exceptional footballer. Ryan Colbert was a talent.
Teddy Woodruff.
You could throw a blanket over, Nick Serafini, Argy, Colby, Waller, Wynn, Biddlecombe.
I played with Tony Capes, who was in that era probably the best player.
Andy Biddlecombe's, Nick Wynns.
Mitch McKenzie.
Matt Hanley.
Tim Clark.
Nick Wynn.
Billy Denton.
Dan Noonan. Probably Tim Ockleshaw.
Timmy Ockleshaw.
Player over that period, it's hard to go past 2-0.
Ockleshaw. Tim Ockleshaw.
Nick Byrne was a marvellous player in those premiership sides. John Noonan through then. Stephen Curtin was excellent at full forward.
Doug Bailey was extraordinary.
Damien Lynch, Tim Fleming, Tim Clark.
Dick Stanley.
Jim Ralph.
Mick Mulcahy.
Stuart Skidmore.
Jimmy Ralph.
Chopper's right up there.
Ryan Colbert.
Stringing them.
Drove us through those years of success was John Bowen.
Stephen Perry was a good player.
Tom Gilbert is the best player I've coached.
Johnny Bowen.
Matty Burke.
Lockie Smith.
Flemmo.
Tommy Johnson, who was a wonderful player.
Tim Ockleshaw was okay.
Tim Ockleshaw.
Tim Ockleshaw.
Tim Ockleshaw.
Tim Ockleshaw.
I reckon others will say Tim Ockleshaw is the best.
Was playing well, in my opinion. Mitch McKenzie, whatever game I was watching.
We had so many good players over a 10-year period. That's why we were so successful.
There were some really good players and they're all, once again, they all wanted to do it and good on them.